VC. Welcome to Cosmic Vinyl, where I'm about to enlighten you on my record store day finds. Stay tuned. Anyway, as you can see, I'm not in my usual digs right now. In fact, I'm not even in my own house. I've been house sitting for about about a week or so at my sister-in-law's house. So what you see wrapped around me isn't my usual comfort zone and my usual filming area, but I felt like I wanted to share what I scored on record store day. Okay, now I don't want everybody going and getting mad. I didn't partake in record store day, but I did go out hunting vinyl on what's called record store day. So technically, I went out and bought records on record store day, but I just didn't go to the stores and get the stuff that they put out there that everybody else is showing. But I feel like what I got on record store day, I'm not gonna say record store day the whole time, am I? God, what's wrong with you? Anyway, I went to, every month we have a flea market, and it's kind of touch and go as far as vinyl goes. Sometimes I score big time, and sometimes it's pretty slim pickings. Depends usually upon the season. It depends on the weather, and if there's anything else going on locally. Just so happens this is one of those times when it was abundant. So I might not have scored the Crow soundtrack. I might not have scored any. I don't even know. I'm reaching here. I didn't score any of the I didn't get the any of the stuff that everybody else got. So, but what I did get, and I'm just gonna whip through these real quick. I'll start with, I think I got like, 8 albums maybe in it. Maybe I'll just open up with this little cassette tape. I got this cassette. I do cassettes once in a while. This is a little Public Enemy. I believe this is from 91. Oh, it says right there. It says right there, 91. Apocalypse 91. The Enemy Strikes Black. It's got, there's Flavor Flav. But anyway, I have not heard this cassette. I don't really recognize any of the tunes on it either, so... No, what I was saying is I didn't get the Motorhead or the 7 Mary 3 or the cool re-releases of any of the cool records that I wish I would have got, but one thing I was interested in, though, is some of those Woodstock releases. I'd like to lay my hands on some of those, so... Yeah, in particular the Janis Joplin, and I can't remember, there was another one that I really wanted to get, but I'll remember it. Seems like once I turn this camera on, my mind goes scrambled eggs, baby. Anyway, I'm gonna go on. I scored some great Beatles stuff at the Flame. This is I believe this is, this isn't the first one, I don't know, it's on VJ Records, which is, there's the VJ label, it's kind of like the Capitol label a little bit. Ooh, I almost dropped it. But it's got like I Saw Her Standing There, it's got Love Me Do, Do You Want to Know a Secret, it's got Twist and Shout. But yeah, some early stuff by the Beats. Look how young they look. Look at Lennon. He looks like a goof. Is that blaspheme to say that? I always thought that the two guys that weren't the main guys, Ringo and George Harrison, I always thought those guys were the coolest. I don't know why. They just always thought they carried themselves as, you know, no pressure on those guys, so they could just, you know, be cool. Then moving right along, this guy had like all early Beatles stuff. So I picked up their first record, I Want to Hold Your Hand. I Saw Her Standing There. All My Loving. Hold Me Tight. I Want to Be Your Man. I Want to Be Your Man. Anyway, there's the back right there, looking cool as ever. See, I think Lennon looks way cooler on this record than he did on that other goofy record. Yeah, now we're looking at Capitol label here. So I wonder if that VJ record is part of the Capitol. Looked a little bit like it. Anyway, I got that. I'm gonna let you know, I got all these Beatles records I'm about to show you, and there's 4 in all. I think I maybe spent $20 for the 4. So the covers aren't the greatest, but I mean those are intact. Unfortunately, this Beatles' second album, this thing is beat to fluck. Check out the boys. I just love the Beatles. So friggin' cool looking. Yeah, this is, you can see, this is seen some better days. Oh, it's a gatefold. Anyway, Beatles' second album's got some damage here and there, but you know what? The vinyl is killer, so I'm down with it for 5 bones. So yeah, this one's got Roll Over Beethoven, Money, love that. Please Mr. Postman. I love all those like tunes that they did. There's like Blue-Eyed Soul kind of blues stuff. This is the Beatles album that I love. I just love this, and I'll tell you why. When I was a kid, my mom and dad had some 45s, some Beatles records. I remember the Apple in the middle of the 45, and or now these days they call them 7 inches. I always call them 45s. But on one side was Help, and on the other side was I'm Down. And I absolutely played the shit out of that. I'd play it over, flip it, play it again, play it, flip it. Probably on my little close and play record player, but you know, I just loved the song Help. To this day, I still do, and I'm really trying to get my band to cover it. But looks like the original inner sleevage. This does have a gatefold from the soundtrack. This one's in better shape. I mean, it's not perfect, but and somebody, of course, has written on it, as always they do. I could have scored this Beatles 65 too. That was another one that was there. I don't know why I left that one behind. I think it's because I blew my wad pretty early on in the day. I spent a lot of, you know, I bought some t-shirts and some other stuff too, but this is kind of cool gate sleeve. Gate sleeve. Oh, gatefold. I went from calling it an inner sleeve to now calling it a gate sleeve. God, you are so dumb. When am I going to find true enlightenment as Cosmic Vinyl should? So now we're moving away from the Beatles stuff. Some very cool stuff here, though. I'm going to keep these to the end here, I think. But got this Dr. John record. I think I dropped about $3 for this thing. This is the Zuzu Man. I mean, Dr. John. I love Dr. John. It's almost, I don't know if it's like an EP or what. No, maybe not. It's got one song on there. It's got Zuzu Man version 1 and 2. So there's 2 songs. This got Trader John version 1 and 2. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Christmas in New Orleans. There's one. It's like both sides are the same. So I don't know. But anyway, it was worth. I think it was worth $3. I mean, look at that. He's quite a character there. Look like you could be in Funkadelic right there. Check out this crazy label too. It's the Trip label. Trip. Dr. John's a trip. And he is a trip. This is one out of all the curiosities that I got. This takes the curiosity prize. I don't know if I've seen the Savage. I know I've never seen the Savage 7 movie, but it's one of those motorcycle exploitation movies. God, I love those things. And I never ever find these soundtracks, but I do have Angels, Hell Angel, or some. I showed it on my soundtrack video last time, but this features. This is the Savage 7 featuring Cream and Iron Butterfly. How could I leave that friggin' thing behind for $5? It's got Cream, Anyone for Tennis, Desert Ride. It's got Barbara Kelly and the Morning Good. It's got a few songs by them. It's got Iron Butterfly Theme, Unconscious Power, Everyone Should Own a Dream, The Deal, and Desert Love by Iron Butterfly. I'm not sure who Barbara Kelly and the Morning Good are, but I'm gonna check it out. I have to find it. And but I thought it's in great shape. I mean, I had to buy that. Let's see what's next here. I was happy to pay $5 for this. A little Funkadelic. This is my first Funkadelic record. Yeah, that's right. Cosmic Vinyl he's into the funk. I'm totally down for the funk. I love funk. I've just never scored any. In my area, I never see Funkadelic ever. Oh, look at this gate sleeve. Gate sleeve? What the hell are you calling it a gate sleeve? Look at that gatefold. That's just insane. I don't know what's going on here. Hope I don't get in trouble for showing that. But check this out. What? What? This is all Crazy Town right here. And I love it. I friggin' love it. It's good stuff. Yeah, this one's called Standing on the Verge of Getting It On, baby. Love it. My next one is a buddy of mine had this record in his collection. He just landed it. It's what I think is Def Leppard. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to catch hell. But I think this is, between this and Pyromania, I find them to be the Def Leppard's best records. But this to me is harder. I love friggin' High and Dry. I love You Got Me Running, Let It. I mean, this is just full of hits. Bringing up the original, Bringing On the Heartbreak. This is great. This is pre-Phil Collins too. This is they still had Pete Willis on guitar. There's Pete right there. They had to let him go. I think he was a bit of a drinker, but yet they put up with Steve Clark, and he ended up dying, of course, of alcohol related. But yeah, I've heard somebody talk about this album cover. What are they looking at? What's going on with the dry pool? I mean, I get High and Dry, but all these weirdos looking up and then looking down. But anyway, my friend had this record. He would not part with it. I tried to trade, tried to buy, and now I found a copy that's way better with an original inner sleeve. And I am pleased as peach. Pleased as peach? What the hell? I am pleased as punch. I'm very pleased to have this, is what I'm trying to say. Why am I doing this? This is stupid. Now, for the prize. This was the first thing that I grabbed on the way in. There's this guy, when you first walk into the flea market, there's this guy, he's got this little cheesy small record player, but he usually plays lots. He always has he had a bunch of Beach Boys. I wanted to buy some of those, but he usually has a Minute Milk crate. It's $5 each. And in this case, today, or yesterday, I guess, when I was there, he had also had a stack of ones that he was pulled out that he was playing on this little cheap player. And I noticed that he had, on this stack, I just started going through them. He wasn't looking. And at the bottom of the stack, I found this. And I asked him, hey man, is that one for sale? And he was like, yeah, for sure. I could sell it. And I was like, is it $5 like all the other ones? He said, yep. I couldn't get that $5 out of my pocket fast enough for what I believe to be an original pressing of the Doors' first record. God, I don't have this in my collection. And to find this and just drop a 5 spot on it, it's got the, and I think I will call this the inner sleeve, because it is. To find, you know, the original inner sleeve, no splits. There's a little ring wear on the record, or on the cover there. But this is immaculate. The vinyl is absolutely beautiful. And I'll tell you what, I am pleased as hell to have this. Dropped a $5 on it. That was what I dropped on it. So, you know, I didn't go to record store day at the record store, but I went to a flea market on record store day and found what I believe to be a highly successful outing as far as that vinyl goes. So tell me what you thought down in the comments section. And I hope I don't trick you with the thumbnail, because I'm going to say it was record store day finds with a twist. With a little twisty. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Sweet dreams to everybody out there. Have a good night's sleep. Get good rest for the day tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. This is Cosmic Vinyl. This is Brian. And I am out. Peace out. Peace, love, and whiskey gravy. All right. Have a good one, guys.